So you've been asked to present at an upcoming event and you're super nervous. Not just because of the speaking aspect, but because they told you needed to make room for Q&A at the end. No big deal. Today I'm going to give you my top 3 tips for preparing for a Q&A session. Preparing for a Q&A is really no big deal. Trust me, I've done it a time or two. But before you actually start preparing for the Q&A, we have to make sure we cover all of our bases and your presentation is crafted. A big way to make sure Q&A goes smooth is to make sure that you took the time to craft out an awesome keynote. So if you haven't checked out my video yet on my top 3 tips to prepare for writing your presentation, definitely hop on over there first, because the more clear your presentation is, the less likely it is that you'll have some weird questions. But let's be honest, sometimes you just get that weird question. No big deal. It's not about you. It's about that weird person asking. So as you get used to speaking more often and you deliver the same keynote multiple times, you're going to realize that you get a lot of the same questions and you get really good at answering those. So if this is your first time presenting though, how do you prepare for Q&A? No problem, I've got you. These are my top 3 tips to prepare for that Q&A session. 1, ask your people. Your people. So if you know who your audience is going to be at this event, think about your friends, family, customers, clients who are similar to this audience. Share with them the message that you'll be sharing at the event and see if they have questions. Practice your presentation in front of them. Get their feedback and then write down all the questions they have. This will allow you to start preparing your responses for those so that you don't start to freeze up on the stage. Got it? Ask your people. Step 2, if you don't have people to ask, don't worry, just brainstorm. I want you to sit down and think about all of the possible questions that could come up around this topic. List them all out, pen and paper, and then how would you respond to these? What message would you want to get through to your audience? Practice, practice, practice. Film it, talk to friends, just get really comfortable in having that honest, smooth response. I don't want you to sound scripted or, like you're just an automatic button, but I'm sure that you have certain points, pain points, or takeaways that you want to make sure you don't forget. So the more you practice those, the easier it will be for you to quickly respond with that topic or, tip that you want to make sure you remember. And number 3, my number 3 tip is that you don't have to know it all. Give yourself permission and grace to pass on a question. If somebody asks you something that's a little uncomfortable, it's okay to say, I'm not comfortable answering that right now. Or if somebody asks you a question that you're unsure of, it's okay to say, I don't think I know too much on that topic, but maybe we can talk about it afterwards and flesh it out together. The last thing you want to do is make up something or get defensive from the stage. So if you don't know the answer or you're not comfortable answering the question, let it go. It's okay. People are going to respect your honesty over you trying to make something up. So as you're preparing your presentation and getting ready for this Q&A session, make sure that you ask your people, you brainstorm possible questions, and practice those responses. And 3, you give yourself permission to not answer if you don't feel comfortable. If you want a little extra help preparing for this, just go below and click to see the blog post because I've got a free printable for you that's going to help you brainstorm some possible questions. Again, the more you prepare, the more confident you're going to be at the event. While you're clicking around, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video so that your friends, your followers can be just as confident from the stage as you're about to be. We all know the importance of using story in our business, but what if I told you that there's one story in particular that you're not sharing enough? And this story can be the thing that helps you sell out your next offering. Whoa.